Fluffy Chops.
Hello, I'm back. Not fully back, but kind of back because next week will be when I'm fully back. Like all the video series that I'm doing is back on the platform, and I'm starting to upload them again weekly again. But yeah, just this week it's just this video and of course the trailer. But we'll get to that eventually. So, what am I going to talk about? The first kind of episode, me being back, the first episode of 2020 now. Well, I'm first going to talk about the changes that is going on in my channel, which is I'm going to be doing less webcam vlogs from now on, and that's because it's like I can't fix the problem that I keep having. Here's an example. Now, as you can notice, that thumbnail, my head looks a bit more bigger than that one, but yeah, that's because the web camera kind of stretches the footage even more, and I don't feel like it looks good. I can't even make the thumbnail look good that well because it's like, oh, for some reason I've got a different size head shape now all of a sudden. And what I will also be doing is doing more professional costume reviews from now on. I will be doing like a little rating system. I'll be going a bit more in depth, and that's because the costume reviews are of course the most popular sub series to this Fluffy Chops Life series is basically, and you guys really enjoy it, and I like dressing up and showing it. It's kind of like a little bit of a hobby, collecting all these different costumes and stuff. So I thought this year maybe I should improve on it. So I've put a bit more effort. I'm going to be putting more effort into that this year by, like I said, going more depth into the costume and stuff, and more details, and yeah, just basically a better review of these costume reviews. I have thought about it, but I'm not so sure if I'll do if I redo the costumes that I've already done in the new style that I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I'm not so sure, but I'll work it out. I may not do it, but we'll see. What I will also be doing is, of course, I'll be doing what I did last year, but I stopped doing it. But then I started it, then I stopped it, then I just carried on stopping it. I never restarted it again. This time, I'm gonna constantly make myself do it. This time. That is, each episode, at the end of the episode, I'll tell you what episode of Fluffy Chops Life will be next episode. Because, of course, all these sub-series, it's like, oh, what's going to be next in the Fluffy Chops Life series? What kind of episode will be next? But, of course, to make it a little bit less of a mystery, of course, I want to do that is basically every episode, at the end of the episode, I'll tell you, this episode is going to be next, and then it won't be too much of a mystery, but still the content that you'll be watching is still mystery, of course. Duh. And basically later on in the year, I've got new content coming to the channel. I can't talk about it too much because I don't want to spoil it when it comes around. Fluffy Chops Life is getting a brand new Fluffy Chops Life sub-series to the series. Yeah. But yeah, the new kind of sub series is coming soon to the Fluffy Chops Life series, and yeah, like I said, I can't really talk about it too much till I can say roughly when it will roughly be out. I will of course talk about it in that month as well, but in March, somewhere in March is when I'm going to be releasing the new kind of content to the Fluffy Chops Life series. So not too long now, but a few more months. But yeah, this new content I think is going to be great. It's going to be a brand new, uplifting new content to the series, and yeah, may or may not beat costume reviews. I'm not so sure, but we'll see. Now I want to talk about my New Year's resolutions for this year, because yeah, I've already talked about my last year's resolution, if I've if I've achieved them or not. But now it's time to do this year's, and of course, I will again talk about this episode at the end of the year. when I say if I've achieved these or not, but we'll have to see. The first one I'm going to talk about is about my room. Yeah, my room really needs um, a tidying, as I've already explained before. Is, I'm trying to tidy it up, make it all nice and sorted, less messy and everything. And actually, here is a clip of what it kind of looks like now. Right, we're now in my room that you haven't seen for a while because, like I said, it's been so messy, and it's like, I didn't want to really show how messy it was because it was really embarrassingly messy. And here we go. So this is what I've done so far. Little pop it on the bin. I haven't put the bin liner in yet. On a 50p here. And there's a bit of mess here still, and big giant Bosch, and something I will be saying in the next episode. Bit of spoiler. A bit of a mess here. Again, spoilers. I'll probably blur that bit out. But yeah, a bit of a mess here still. But even though you haven't seen how messy it is, trust me. Right, I'm gonna do like a little examine. Imagine where my hand is where I used to can't be able to walk because the floor was covered. Go there, go there. There was technically I had to just step over stuff roughly here, and then there was like stuff here. I had to just step over it, and then there's my computer, and then there's a bit of a clear way here. But yeah, most of the floor was covered with just stuff, and now there's much more of the floor I can walk on, even though the floor needs either new coat of paint or somehow clear this mucky mess on the floor that you can just about see with the different coloured white, because it's quite a bit brown and blacky in places. And there's still a bit of a mess, here, but hopefully I'll get that sorted. And technically that's my bed right now, with a brand new poster that I'll probably talk about later, because trust me, I don't know what's with that, but I'll talk about it in the next episode. But yeah, the bed's a bit still messy, but there's actually a bit more room basically, and there is an area I'm not willing to show, but that's on the other side of the room in the corner. But basically that's most of the room. It's like, it's mostly sorted and nice and clean. I still have to do under the bed, and like the corner, I said, the corner under the bed, and of course here and over there. Well, should I say all of here, should I? But yeah, my room is getting done now, and it's like I said, it's getting to the point where it's almost finished. Well, I'm glad. It's taking me 3 to 2 years or so of just getting it sorted. And like I said, last year, me sorting it caused the whole place to explode, because I was just trying to put things in other places, but I had to take things out of places so I could sort the stuff into their places. So of course, the room was just terrible last year, and that's why I couldn't do any vlogs here. Like I said, most of my vlogs were, of course, in the room that you saw at the start, and you're going to be seeing at the end. But that's how the room is getting on right now. It's getting sorted, and yeah, back to that clip. Now you're back here. But yeah, that is kind of what the room is like now. It's getting really near to finishing, but trust me, there's quite a bit to do, as I've explained in that little video clip. What I need to do this year is fix up my health, because trust me, last year, and I have to say right now, even now, I feel a bit ill. Like my head feels hot, feel a bit of a headache-ish, and I'm wearing shorts in, well, winter time. It's still winter season, and I'm in shorts. But yeah, I need to deal with my health, need to deal with my teeth, and basically have more baths and such. Because last year, I have to say, I was pretty stinky in that last year. But yeah, my health has degraded, and the copper situation, which yeah, fine, I'm going to talk about in this episode, that we found out that doesn't really affect. We finally found out that it doesn't really affect the small creators on YouTube. But I'm like, oh, I can finally relax, be calm. It only applies mostly to if you get a partnership with YouTube basically, which like I told you a few weeks ago before the copper situation. They changed it just before they got hit by the FTC, and then the copper situation started. But they changed it. Well, I'm a bit glad. Kind of glad anyway. But yeah, you needed like 1,000 subscribers now and big watch time and such. Not the 100 subscribers and such, and like video views, I believe it was. Yes. But yeah, my health needs to really repair because man, I've gone downhill, and I need to just fix my life in a way. What I also need to do this year, this is another resolution, is do more exercise because I was doing quite a bit of exercise, not 2019, but a bit in 2018. I started it about halfway, like I was like, I want to be a bit more fit than I am because trust me, like um, walking to the store and back here, a little bit tires me out, and it's like I'm definitely not as fit as I used to be. And yeah, I can just go like I'm panting and all that stuff. So I need to get a bit more fit because of yeah, the last time I've done any exercise was in secondary school, and I left that a while ago, and yeah, it's just taking a toll on me now. Where I need exercise. Plus the fact this exercise, I guess, suppose counts into health as well. Technically, the health section as well of my resolution. But yeah, I need to get that done. I need to do some more exercise this year because I've done a little bit last year, but I did most of it the other year in 2018. Um, but yeah, I need to do that. Last but least, on my resolution list that I'm willing to, of course, share with anything else private is, of course, that's private. Them resolutions are only private. But the next resolution is that we'll not be doing any big YouTube breaks because, as you can see in the stats, as you can see here, well, there is of course 2 dips where there's no videos. Um, there's like 2 dips where there's no videos and such, and it's yeah, I did that a lot this year, didn't I? I just took big giant breaks where there was no videos getting posted for like 3 to even 6 weeks, mostly the month gone and all that such. But yeah, I don't want none of that this year. This year I'm gonna be a bit more productive in my work, and like I said, if I'm gonna take a break, it's gonna be a small one this year. The only break, of course, I'm gonna have is, of course, probably a bit my birthday or Christmas and such. Basically basic holidays, basically. But yeah, no YouTube breaks, basically. So hopefully none of that this year. Like I said, that's my resolution. If I achieve that or not, we'll have to see at the end of the year. Now the last thing I shall talk about in this episode before we end this first ever episode of me being back to YouTube, basically, is that my new channel trailer that of course you've either or have seen, that of course has been posted roughly, I don't know, roughly an hour or so before this video's gone up. I hope you like my new channel trailer. With the copper situation, I've of course taken a bit down my other trailer, but I think with the copper situation kind of died down and such, I may change the settings back to normal on that one. But yeah, the general trailer, I really hope you like it. I would say it's more professional than last year's general trailer. You know, it's got this, you know, more professional music, this more professional flow with it, and more of a better little start and end to the general trailer. I would say it's more professional, and that's mostly because, you know, this year I thought I want to make it better, but I don't know how to make a channel trailer better. Basically, like what can I do to make it better? And so I have to say that I looked on YouTube how to make a good YouTube channel trailer and such, and you know I basically wrote down tips and stuff, and I used all them tips to make this channel trailer. But I thought, yeah, this is better. This is much more better. I should do channel trailers like this or similar like this from now on, because yeah, it's pretty good. And of course, you know, the intro to the new fluffy to what you're watching now. You know, it's like, wow, that's more better than what it used to be with the synth wavy beat and the I don't know how to do it. But yeah, just whatever I can't think of how the instrument sounds now because I'm not going to be hearing it a while now unless I go back to one of my old videos. But basically, yeah, the intro I would say is more better. It's more like it's, you know, the intro is of course, you know, less like, you know, what a YouTuber person would have done back in when YouTube started, basically, you know, like 2006 and such. It's like, yeah, that's something what someone would have made ages ago. But now it's like a bit more modern style to it. But yeah, I really hope you like the intro because that's also another work of art, I feel, to me. I was like, yeah, that's good. I've I've used my editing skills better than, well, the last intro. But yeah, that's the new intro for Fluffy Chop's Life, is that one. That's now what you're going to see from now on. I have decided that I may, of course, I will probably change the clips inside the intro near the end of the year and may reuse the intro or may change it a bit, but basically that's going to be the new intro. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode 47. The next episode, what is, you know, 48, episode 48, will be another vlog, but it'll be less of a all welcome back and stuff being added and, you know, a bit of news. It will be less of news, it'll be more of a blog basically. But yeah, that would be the next Fluffy Chop's Life episode. It will be on Monday. Like I said, next week all the other series will be starting back up again. You know, the Saint Row and the Outlast and everything. Basically, Fluffy Chops plays. You know, you name it. I don't know why I'm saying you name it when I've just said all of them. But yes, that is it. Thank you for watching. Hope to see what the episode may be, and goodbye.